back to another video. My name is Alizea and I'm your favorite black transsexual. Get up to the big part, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Before we get to today's video, girl, because I'm gonna ruffle a lot of people's feathers and I already know I'm gonna get dragged. I don't care, girl. Get up into the ghetto-ness or whatever. I need you guys to like, comment, and subscribe because you would never find another black transsexual like me. Hello, hello, hello. I'm beautiful. You're beautiful. Get up into the big part, whatever. Go ahead and lock in on myself. So you already seen the title, girl. We need to sit over here and talk about some things, girl, in this community, girl. We need to leave it in 2024 on the big part, girl. So the first thing I want to sit over here and talk about is if you don't want to be seen as a trans woman, we're leaving you in 2024. At your big age, you want to sit over here and hide that you're transgender. I don't understand it. I can understand if you have, if it's not safe for you to be transgender and you feel uncomfortable being transgender, your life is in jeopardy if you come out as transgender and stuff like that, okay, then that's understandable. But if you have the privilege to sit over here and live in a country and live in a state and live in a society and live in a world where you're able to do what you want to do, oh my God, I don't understand. A lot of people just don't understand that you're very privileged to live in a country where you're allowed to do what you want, because most people wouldn't even make it out of their bed to be able to do what they want. They'll immediately, boom, bah, shaka-laka-la, on sound effects because I ain't getting demonetized. I don't understand what is there to hide about you being transgender. No amount of surgeries, no amount of passability, no amount of this and that will ever hide that you're transgender. You should embrace your transness. You should embrace everything about you being trans. You should embrace your trans identity. I don't understand wanting to hide being trans. Unless your safety is at risk, you shouldn't want to hide being trans. I can totally understand like the safety part, but other than that, no. And then a lot of people are so, delulu when it comes to them being trans, and they want to erase everything about them being trans.
Do you class yourself as a woman or a trans woman? I class myself as a woman first.
All my identity records, my racing license, my medical records all say female, right? And I'm pretty sure I'm made of biological stuff, so I'm a biological female as well.
I mean, I'm somatically female.
I am 100% a biological woman and female.
I said this before and I will say this again. I love being a transgender woman. I love being a black transgender woman. I love being black, honey. Get up into the blackness or whatever. I don't like doing everything that everybody else does. And a lot of people don't understand. You stand out like a sore thumb. You're a minority in this world. And you got to understand you should embrace that to the heavens, to the gates, bada bing, bada boom. I don't know the wordplay for it. But I'm telling you, you really should embrace it because that's such a beautiful thing to be yourself. A lot of people can't even fathom the fact that you're doing what you're doing at such a young age, at such a beautiful age. Just in the time frame, a lot of people wish they had the confidence that you had to sit over here and do what makes you happy. A lot of people would never come out the closet. So for you to be able to come out the closet, but then to basically go back in the closet and to hide that you're transgender, I let people know that I'm trans. I don't care no more that you know that I'm trans. Back in, back in my earlier transgender journey or trans journey, girl, I'm stuttering back so bad, my bad. But back in my early trans journey, I would hide that I'm trans from dudes. I would hide that I'm trans from my friends. I would hide that I'm trans from my coworkers. Now, hey, y'all, I got a, princess wine, a 13-inch princess wine. It dangles and dangles, girl. Get up into the transness, girl. Get up into the ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I love being me, and I wouldn't want to be anything different. I think me being myself is just so beautiful, and I will always preach this. And I know I'm talking in circles. I just want y'all to get the message of what I'm saying. People need to embrace being transgender because no amount of surgeries will ever hide that you're transgender. You can't hide who you were born as. You were born a biological male, but you live your life as a trans woman. You were born a biological female, but you live your life as a trans man. Being you is the most beautiful thing on the planet. You shouldn't flaunt it around, especially at work, but you should embrace it if somebody calls it out. I don't care if somebody calls me a man, or I don't care if somebody sees me as this and sees me as that. When I got, clocked at work, it's not the end of the world, girl. I'm a trans woman. I'm the baddest trans woman you will ever meet. You will never find another dark-skinned black trans woman like me. You better wake it up. I love being me. I'm not gonna sit over here and dismiss me. I'm not gonna dismiss my emotions. Some people really need to sit over here and transition for them. I'm not gonna sit over here and keep arguing with people. Love yourself. Stand on yourself. Be yourself. Stand 10 toes down in your transition.
Next caller.
The next thing that we're going to leave in 2024 is non-binary and queer people and trans people screaming for respect. I don't understand. Who is y'all's parents? Have y'all parents not taught y'all to love yourselves? My mama, before she died, she told me to sit over here and be myself and just be myself unapologetically, and that I'm beautiful. I don't know what's going on with y'all. Like, I don't understand why a lot of people are demanding respect. Like, why are you sitting over here on live talking about, oh, you misgendered me. I feel so heartbroken. It's... Girl, you need to get a grip, girl. Not everybody in the real world is going to sit over here and respect your pronouns. And not everybody in the real world is going to accept you for being you. This is why a lot of people need to have self-respect and need to have self-love. I respect myself enough to not put myself in certain situations or to get myself out or to stand 10 toes down on my transition and on my trans identity and my trans journey. I know who I am. If somebody is flat out disrespecting you, then that's when you sit over here and you let them know in a kindly manner, because you have to understand that you're a minority. Somebody could clip you screaming and shouting and doing this, and it can go viral, and now you're looking stupid and now you're looking ignorant when you were just trying to prove a point. You need to prove a point the right way. Sometimes you have to, be the bigger person and move a certain way, because you don't need to be looking like this.
If you don't play into the trans agenda, you're cast out as a bully.
Identify as black? No, it's a serious question because you might not identify. Can you please put the mic? Thank you. Okay.
When I walked into the room,
I am not done with my question.
Oh, young lady.
I'm just asking you to listen to me.
And I'm about to answer the first question.
But I didn't finish my question.
Okay. Yeah, I'm black.
So I am going to spend the next minute screaming, because that is what is going on in here. That is what the trans genocide in this country, in this city, has brought me to.
My pronouns aren't preferred, they are mandatory. Do not purposefully misgender trans people. You do not get to decide how someone identifies. My pronouns aren't preferred, they are mandatory.
Whatever that means. You don't need to be acting a fool. You don't need to be screaming. You don't need to be shouting, respect my pronouns, respect me. I'm just a nut this, I'm just a nut that. You look stupid. I'm sorry to say it, but you look stupid. Nobody's going to ever sit over here and be like, you know what? I totally understand. They're going to laugh at you. They're going to laugh at you. They're going to mock you. They're going to sit over here and lie and, laugh in your face and stuff. Like, nobody cares about you. Okay? This is why you need to care about yourself. This is why I say a lot of people, girl, y'all don't have no self-love, because for somebody to just throw out man and you immediately have a meltdown, oh girl, you need some help, girl. No shade. I'm sorry to say it, but you need some help, girl. I don't know, like, a lot of people really need to go to a therapist. You really need to go to a therapist, girl. If it gets to that point where you really feel like it's the end of the world, somebody misgendering you, you need to go to a therapist. That's all I have to say.
With your broke ass.
The next thing that we're going to leave in 2024, and I'm leaving TikTok with it, the extra pronouns gots to go. I'm sorry, but I understand they, them. I understand non-binary. Okay, that's understandable. But Z, Zer, chair, furry, bada bing, bada boom, all this other stuff. Oh my God, it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming for me as a trans woman. It's overwhelming. I'm already a minority, okay? I'm black, I'm trans, I'm dark-skinned, girl. I live in Texas, girl. It's not even what it's supposed to be gay, but I'm not going to sit over here and beg people to sit over here and, like, respect my pronouns. Like, I don't need people to respect me. I don't need validation from others. And I feel like a lot of people are needing so much validation, and I don't know where all these pronouns like this came from.
Hi there, I'm Cody. Pronouns em, airs, or z's, zers, or really any neo pronouns that aren't z, her, hers. I am a white, transmasculine, femme, non-binary, temporarily mostly able-bodied, neurodivergent, obsessive-compulsive, chronically ill, culturally Jewish, Unitarian Universalist, non-monogamous, demi-low romantic, gray demi-bisexual, survivor of acute and complex trauma, millennial, and cat parent in mental health recovery.
And good news, folks, some new pronouns have just dropped.
My pronouns. So of course we have he, him, his, himself, and they, them, theirs, themselves. And then we also have void, void, self, and ender, enders, and ender self. death, death, deaths, death self, pix, pixel, pickles, pix, pixel, pixels, pixel self, vile, vile, viles, vile self.
I am a beautiful black woman that also sometimes identifies as a cat or a dog.
Y'all just gonna keep making up shit.
I understand that you guys want people to understand your pronouns, but it gets to a point where in the real day-to-day life with people who aren't on social media, they're just gonna call you what they see, and it's okay. Because if somebody was to call me a man, it's like, okay, hey, I'm the baddest man to you. Like, hello, you better embrace it, girl. I don't care. Like, who cares? I don't understand all these extra pronouns. And then we had a person who explained it so well to me, who opened my mind up so good.
So my pronouns are they, them, and I need people to understand that I truly don't give a if you use the wrong pronouns most of the times. I'm not gonna correct you, because to me my pronouns are like an approximation. It's language that can never contain all of who I am. So when I say my pronouns are they, them, I'm just letting you know, yo, I would like for you to acknowledge the fact that I'm not a man or a woman, that I exist outside of this binary. But if you don't do that, that's your problem. It's not mine. You cannot misgender me, because my gender is something that is personal and beautiful. Oh my God. The way that the energies flow through me that created whatever the fuck we got going on over here is unique. It's unprecedented. So I'm not mad at you for being confused. I'm not mad at you for getting it wrong, to be honest, but that's not my work to help you fix that. You know, good luck, baby, good luck. If I correct you on your pronouns use, which I might sometimes, is most likely, most of the time, is because I care about the space that we're holding together. And I want you to be in right relationship with me as I want to be in right relationship with you. So if I correct you on pronouns, it's because and I'm just like, yeah, I would like you to stick around, so here's one way that would make me feel a little bit more affirmed when we're together. Again, if you decide not to do that, then I'm just like, okay, bet. That tells me so much more about you than it does about me. Just, I'm gonna express my gender, I'm gonna express my gender. And the girls who get it, and the ones who don't.
But it gets to a certain point where I'm not gonna lie, the Zer, the baker, the kind of lamper, I'm sorry, no. I'm leaving it back in 2024, girl. Girl, if you want to put me in the same category as Blair White, I guess I'll be a Blair White, because I'm gonna be serious when I say this. The average, person and the general public is not gonna use those pronouns. They don't even know what they mean, and I feel like they just got made up in this point. Like, girl, what is a like? What is that? Nobody's gonna call you a chair. Nobody's gonna call you a it. You're not an object. I'm not calling you it is. You're not an object. You, girl, what's going on? You need to go to therapy. I'm sorry. Like, girl, no, it's a little controversial, but it's serious. Like, some people really need to go to therapy. And a lot of people dismiss non-binary people. You can't dismiss a non-binary person. That's what I don't understand about this whole community. That's what I understand about some straight people, some queer people, some people in general. Like, you can't dismiss a non-binary person. Non-binary people are very valid. It's just the extra. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. All I'm going to say is, next caller. The next thing that we're going to leave in 2024 is the bathroom debate. I'm sick of it. I'm over it. I'm tired of it. It's worn out. I slowly stopped talking about the bathroom debate in my unpopular opinions videos, and just in my videos in general, because it's like, girl, I don't care. Like, if I have to go to the guys' restroom, I'll go to the guys' restroom. If I have to go to the girls' restroom, I'll go to the girls' restroom. I don't care. If I pass, I pass. If I don't, I don't. Like, I really don't care. If I look like a man and I'm not even putting an effort into my transition and I'm going into the girls' restroom, no. Girl, go to the guys' restroom, girl. That's just the way I would do it, even though I don't represent and I don't talk for the whole community. Do what you want, but it's clips like this where, girl, oh my God, what are you doing? What are you talking about?
I think if every trans woman just went into a woman's bathroom, peed standing up, looked at a turf while walking out, and said, cry about it, we'd live in a better world.
Absolutely not.
That's not what a trans woman is, and you played it, girl. You sitting over, girl, like, what? Like, oh my God, like, I don't feel like some of these people are really trans, because if you stand up and do that, like, girl, bombastic side eye. But that's what I was saying, like, I don't understand this whole debate. Like, I just wish we had unisex bathrooms, because it would just solve all the problems. It would solve all the discourse between trans versus cis versus trans, this versus that. Like, it's really just so uncomfortable to even go into the girls' restroom sometimes, because there be pads on the floor. There's sometimes where it's not even flush and there's stains on the toilet, and then you go into the guys' restroom, oh my God, there's stuff on the walls, there's this and that. Like, I could go into detail, but I will get demonetized. All I'm gonna say is both bathrooms are filthy, and I wish I had my own private bathroom everywhere I go, but that ain't never gonna happen because this is America, girl. Jail time.
Oh, you are so dumb.
The next thing that I want to leave in 2024 is messing with DL guys. I don't know how many times I had to say this, but I want real love. And I really do want real love. And if what I don't understand about a lot of my sisters is a lot of my sisters don't know how to mess with the trade. A lot of people are dealing with these DL guys and you're not getting nothing out of them. Okay, some of y'all really need to, like, real training from the real, like, trans women. I'm talking about the dark-skinned trans women, because I feel like we really just know how to deal with the trade and know how to move with the trade. Like, girl, I don't know how y'all are falling in love with the DL guys, the DL football players. They're DL for a reason. They're not going to come out the closet, not even for you, girl. No amount of kissing, smooching, digging in your ever sit over here and warp his mind into, maybe I should come out and, you know, go into a relationship with this girl or boy or whatever you is. I don't know what you is, girl. Love you boots down, girl. I'm trying to be respectful to everybody. They're not going to sit over here and, you know, just, you know, upright, you know, be with you just because you want them to be with you. No, that's not how it works. And then a lot of trans women are, you know, messing with these DL guys in relationships. I'm telling you right now, girl, you can do what you want, but then don't be sitting over here getting mad because he blocked you and, you know, he ghosted you because I said this before, he's DL. He's on the down low. He doesn't want people in his business. He's going to eventually come around and be like, yo, you know, my bad, you know, my wife was in my phone or da-da-da-da-da, you know, I had a baby, this and that. And you knew what you were getting yourself into. I don't understand how y'all could catch feelings with DL guys. I catch feelings or I start to like and lust over a guy who is queer or just a sugarfoot. I just like bisexual men. Like, I really love bisexual men. That's my thing right now. Like, that's my utmost thing. I love a bisexual man. I love a man who's experienced with a trans woman. He's experienced with his own sexuality. I love that. I love queerness. I hate straight men. I hate DL men. And then if you're going to mess with a DL guy, you guys got to know how to mess with the trade. They are trade. They're here to provide one thing and one thing only. If you're coming to my house and you're DL, you got to understand that if your thing is little and your, you know, thing ain't bigger than mine, girl, your, you know, wizard wand is not bigger than my princess wand, girl, you're going to be coughing up some money. And if it is, you know, girl, no tea, no shade, you know what you're coming over here for. There's no, hey, you know, I see your TikToks, or hey, you know, I like your YouTube videos, or hey, no, cut the chit chat, girl. You're here to go to Sexy Red's favorite place with me. Bada bing, bada boom. As soon as we get done, you're getting out my house. Simple as that. Clock that T. And a lot of guys get flabbergasted that I just kick them out. Like, girl, get out. Like, what are you doing here? You literally, that's all I ever wanted. And oh my God, I don't understand how some guys do not know how to wash. This is why I like, you know, bisexual men, because they know how to take baths. They know how to keep their hygiene up. Like, DL men, they just so nasty. Just so nasty. Their vibes are off. Like, it's so stank. Their breath smells like gaga. Like, I just can't. I'm sorry, y'all. Jail time. Then on top of that, girl, a lot of guys will go to drastic measures to keep their secrets. We have stories like this where they literally spin the block and they don't play about, you know, their secrets.
I don't give a fuck how fine they are. I don't give a fuck how big they dick is. To all my LGBTQIA plus members out there, stop fucking with these DL men. They are us at alarming rates. I'm trying to tell you. And a lot of the times, it's not even necessarily what they want to do. These are gang members. So if it's found out that you're doing some shit that's not gang, bitch, you got to go handle that. So if you are if you are a gay boy, if you are any umbrella of the LGBTQIA+, these niggas is not supposed to be fucking with you. If they big homie find out that they're fucking with you, they're going to be ordered to come and hate to say it. Stop being so fucking naive, dumb, and vulnerable. It's plenty of people out there that will love you and treat you how you want to be treated. And the reason why I'm saying that is because there's a gang member named Devontae Ford who's now on the run after being found guilty for the murder of a trans woman named Skylar Gilmore. On Friday, October 4th, jurors found two gang members, Jaquan Brooks, 25 years old, and Devontae Ford, guilty of malice murder, 2 counts of felony murder, aggravated assault, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, stemming from the shooting death of Skylar Gilmore on June 4th, 2021. Police said they were called to Gilmore's residence around 2 a.m. on June 4th, 2021 by a female friend of Gilmore. Police found Gilmore unresponsive in her bathroom, suffering from a single gunshot wound to the torso. She was taken to a local local hospital where she later died. Investigators used cell phone data to place Ford and Brooks at Gilmore's apartment at the time of her murder. The friend told police on the scene that Gilmore was involved in survival, a form of prostitution where someone engages in exchange for basic necessities like food or shelter. It was found during the investigation the gang ordered Gilmore to be killed because she was having sex with one of their gang members. While Ford remains a fugitive, Brooks appeared at trial and was taken into custody following his conviction. Stop. I understand sometimes it gets lonely. I understand this world teaches us to hate ourselves and also tells other people that should love us to hate us. But I promise y'all, I would much rather be single and stay in my goddamn house with my peace of mind and touch myself and make myself scream and holler.
I said this loud and proud. You're not a secret. You're not an object. You are a human, and you are a human being with feelings. You need to have some self-respect for yourself, and I put that on everything I love. If you're going to mess with the DL guys, you better have a little thing with you, girl. And I'm not talking about little thing. I'm talking about the real thing. And a lot of people, this is why I embrace that I was born a biological male, because if I ever had to show up as a guy, I will show up as a guy, because you're not going to play with my life, girl. I'm sorry, girl. I'm buff, girl. I'm a real queen, girl. Get up into the gayness, girl. Nobody would ever. I bet not ever have no man think he's gonna play with me in my face, girl. You better get out while you can, because girl, I will be on the news, and I put that on everything I love. I don't play about my life. I put that on everything I love. I don't play about my life. Period. The next thing that we're leaving in 2024 is the podcast debates, girl. I'm so sick of the debates over women's restrooms, this and that, all the, influencers, getting up on stage when they're sitting over here asking, what is a woman? And they freeze up. Like, we literally have clips like this of people asking, what is a woman? They freeze up.
In what way does that make you a woman, though? It's interesting you're telling me that you listen to the experience of other transgender people.
Well, yeah.
But what about women?
So,
because trans women are women, you would say, right?
I would say that, yes.
Exactly the same?
Yes.
Okay, well then why do you need to hear the testimony of quote-unquote trans women? Like, how you pick any actual woman in this room? In what way do you know you belong in the same category as them?
I know because they tell me. So here's the...
You need them to tell you what you are?
Women. Yes. I trust the opinions of the women around me.
It's
incredible. You might try it sometime.
If most women voted and said they don't see you as a woman, would you say I'm not a woman anymore?
If who?
If most women voted and said they don't see you as a woman anymore, would you then relent and say I'm not a woman?
I would say most people on the planet have no idea who I am. I'm going to trust the opinions of the people who've spent their lives with me.
So you are relying on other people to tell you who you are, is what we're establishing.
For context, I know you like to say everybody's rah-rahing and supporting transgender people, and yet they're still killing themselves, etc. But I'm standing here in a room full of people applauding you and asking questions like, how can I put out legislation here in New Mexico, my home state I grew up in, to try to reverse transgenderism? I'm not safe. And
how are you not safe? You just said you're standing in a room, people disagree with you, and you're perfectly fine. So how are you not safe? Okay, look, we're going round and round here. You don't want to answer any of the questions. Maybe we'll end with this because we're talking about womanhood. So people will probably shout out the question I'm going to ask you right now.
Okay.
But you know that you're a woman.
Yes.
What is that?
So gender is a social thing. It only makes sense.
What is a woman? What is a woman?
What is a woman?
The word woman, define the dictionary, go.
A woman is somebody who is included and respected and seen and participates in society, recognized by other women. If you speak with women, that's mine, whatever.
Okay.
It's getting weird. I don't understand why a lot of people just can't embrace that they're trans. I don't understand what women go through, and I embrace that I don't understand what women go through. And I'm sorry, I don't want to go through what y'all go through, because y'all go through a lot. And I can barely go through what I'm going through, so to add y'all's baggage onto mine, I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. Y'all are very strong, and especially my black women. Oh, y'all are very strong, girl. Y'all need to get your you need to get your crown, you need to get your tens when they need to be given, girl. Wake it up, hang it up, next caller. But back to what I was saying, girl, I'm not playing when I say this, girl. I'm not the one to sit over here if somebody was to ask me this and stuff like that. I'm just going to be flat out real. I love being real. I love being authentically me. And these podcast debates, everybody wants to do a podcast. They're getting so boring and so cliche. And half of these people don't even have a personality. Why is everybody doing a podcast? You're so boring. Nobody has personality. We don't care about you sitting over here doing business, doing this, doing that. We want to know you going to Sexy Red's favorite place with 5,000 men. We want to know about you sitting over here, we want to know your business. We don't care about the little itty bitty little things, girl. And these podcasters, all these people who want to do podcasts is so boring. But there was this one podcast with Dear Black Gay Men. Girl, I love them.
How y'all feel about fem tops?
Love them.
They are so good.
Love them.
I'm a fem top.
But you're a virgin. He's a virgin femtop.
I had my preference before, before I started. I gotta know what I want to do,
Okay. It's
I want to be a
experimental.
femtop.
You want to be a femtop. Got it. You aspire to
You want to be on
femtopness.
top.
We love femtops. What about fat tops?
Dude, I'm a fat top.
Sometimes.
I like a belly.
You just a little
Okay.
everything.
I'm chicken
You
out.
everything top.
I be sitting there.
Yeah. I like a little jiggle. I will say that. Like now that I
Just
have
like that.
jiggle, I like jiggle.
Girl, I love him. He is funny. I love me a Butch Queen, girl. I love me some Butch Queens, girl. No tea, no shade that. Bada bing, bada boom, girl. If you want to watch a real podcast, I will always say go watch the Dear Gay Black Man, girl. You already know what I'm trying to say, girl. Bada bing, bada boom. But I'll link them in my bio or link them in my description down below. Bada bing, bada boom.
Next caller, cause you ain't talking about nothing, bitch.
The last and final thing that we need to leave in 2024 is the rage baiters, the rage bait content creators, the Dylan Mulvaney's, the Lily Tinos, the Josh Siders, Ali Weezy, like all the rage baiters, girl. The click baiters, girl. You already know what I'm about to say. I don't understand how people are so sitting over here getting offended and mind you, putting up the phone, like putting the phone up and recording people misgendering them, going into restaurants, sitting over here doing this, doing that, just acting a fool and shutting us in a bad light in front of thousands of viewers.
She, her pronouns? I'm not sure. Yeah, like it's like a knife in the heart. I also did specifically ask ahead of time not to be called sir. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. Yeah, the Sweetwater Star Trek. Okay.
I'm so sorry. I apologize.
It's just always like a knife. It always hurts every single time. I was wondering if there's a manager I could talk to about something that happened. Yeah, I was called sir. Oh, okay. It just really sucks every time it happens. I don't need to be called ma'am. I just need to not be called sir, Thank you. Did you call me sir? Hey, I just want to tell you that the person who gave me this called me sir. Called me sir.
Oh.
It's just like, it kind of just hurts a lot to get called sir.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay.
Very good. Thank you so much. No. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I'm not a sir. Nothing like a good misgendering. It is a knife in the gut when I get called sir. I'm not sir. Do you want to say that to the camera? Hundreds and hundreds of people watching you?
Right now?
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead. You just called me a man. Don't be a coward. Don't be a coward. Yeah, you're a coward. Come on over. Say what you got to say to me. Oh, you don't want to call me a man to my face? Come on over. What do you got to say? What do you got to say about transgender people? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I did not know this man was trans. Wait, what do you go by? What do you go by?
Doesn't matter.
It does, because I'm asking you.
Say what you got to say. There's a lot of people watching.
The real question is, it doesn't matter if you're transgender or not. Are you with that? Are you with the people that march and be like, we're coming for your kids? That's where it's bad. That's when it gets bad. Oh, you need to stay up.
What's your name?
Me? K.
K. K-A-Y?
K-A-Y.
Okay, what's your name?
I didn't mind.
You certainly don't. What's your name?
JJ. And is y'all thing a cult? It's like LGBTTL?
It's just so ignorant to me. And then on top of that, we have Dylan over here. I don't understand how Dylan Mulvaney became famous. She literally became famous because she was quote unquote mocking women. And I know a lot of people might drag me, but like, I always side-eye them because why? Like, why is there so much content like this? This type of content always gets pushed.
But I've actually never opened one up, so let's do it! Woohoo! I thought the letters stood for small, medium, and large based on the size of your Barbie pouch, but after a Google I found out it's actually the level of your flow. So there's super, regular, and light. I guess my question is, which one do I carry around? The super? Because maybe if you have a light flow, you can still use a super? I don't know. Here goes nothing. It's pink, it's kind of adorable, and it kind of looks like a butter churn. But you just go like that? Ow. Where does the string go? You are getting sleepy. Now for the real magic, I've got a glass of water and the tampon. I almost put red food coloring in there, but I thought that might be too much. And we're gonna see how this works. Oh, it kinda looks like a butterfly. How long does it take to get to this? One looks like it would do the job. I feel like I'm in science class. Oh no. Okay, the pad didn't expand, so maybe this is for a light flow? I just don't know. Now that I think about it, I probably should have had a woman come teach me about these things. I was on the boys' side, and now I'd like to take the girls' class. But if you're on your period right now, I'm sending you love. Bye.
Day 74, being a girl, round of applause for the makeup. And I wore this outfit shopping today, and I thought that these might be my new shopping shorts. But I was walking around and everyone was staring and I was like, oh, okay, what's going on? And they were all staring directly at my crotch. And I went, oh, I forgot that my crotch doesn't look like other women's crotches sometimes because mine doesn't look like a little Barbie pocket. And I thought, okay, Dylan, you have some options here. Number one, you can stop wearing clothes that fit like this and just find looser fitting items. Number two, I can do a tuck, which is going to have to be a whole other video, but it's very painful and involved Or number three, I just normalize it. And I wear clothes like this, and we all just normalize women having bulges sometimes, because we're coming up on bikini season, baby, and you might see a bulge or two. So normalize the bulge. Police! Help!
I don't understand how this type of stuff always gets pushed in the media, always gets talked about, but nothing positive gets talked about. It's always negative. It's always negative. And I feel like this is the main reason why, as a trans community, we're always getting criticized. We're always getting discriminated against, because people see people like this and they automatically think this is how trans people act. Oh no, we don't fool with them.
I am a transgendered woman. My period I experience every month is very real, very valid.
I am working to induce lactation to be able to feed.
The baby has been able to latch, but I've not been able to produce any milk.
Like, very biologically affirming too. I kind of got off on it.
It's so rude and it's so heinous, and it makes me so mad. It makes me so mad, and it gets me so emotional, because it's like these trans people are putting us thousands of years back, and I'm sick of them. I'm so sick of them. And I can't believe people got in my comment section on TikTok when I was talking about we need Marsha P. Johnsons in this generation. Somebody said the Marsha P. Johnson of this generation is Dylan Mulvaney. Don't you ever fix your mouth to say that. Girl, Dylan hasn't even sat over here and talked about real life issues, real trans issues. Even when we were getting discriminated, in the prime time of us getting discriminated in the bathroom debate, this debate, nobody was saying a thing. Crickets. And then Lily Tina, when she was asked, can you educate people on this and that? She's like, I only know the basics. I don't know nothing about all the other stuff. You need to read a book. You need to go through a therapist. You need to go sit over here and go read a textbook about transness. This is what I don't understand about some of these content creators that are transgender. They're setting us thousands of years back, and they're just setting us they're just putting us in this horrible light. And then Josh Sider isn't even trans, but I'm bringing him into the mix because it's like stuff like that, rage bait.
Hey everyone. So I just got done dropping my friend off at her house, and we had gotten into it. We were having a conversation about all the issues that women face in this world, and she made a little comment that trans women don't have the full female experience. And I went off on her, and I told her she was wrong, and I explained why, forcefully. And her boyfriend came in from the other room when he heard our voices being raised, and he starts going off on me. Hey everyone! Okay, so I have to admit, the women's bathroom is so much nicer than the men's bathroom. Did you know they even have waistbands for your feminine hygiene products? So it's just nice to feel accommodated and appreciated, and I just wanted to share. Bye everyone!
Rage bait content. And it's actual people like that who look like Josh Sider who get on the internet and say, I'm a woman, I get periods, my transition is valid. Your transition is valid, but you're not a biological woman. Don't ever fix your mouth to say that you're a biological woman, because who would want to be a biological woman? In my eyes, I would rather be a trans woman. I don't understand this whole debate of, trans versus cis versus this versus that. I don't understand it. Like, I really don't understand it. I don't understand why people don't want to be themselves. And then you're saying that you want to be yourself. You should be like, I don't understand these content creators. They're not setting good examples for the youth. Are y'all not worried about the youth? The youth is consuming this type of stuff. The youth is sitting over here watching this type of stuff. I'm sick of this type of stuff. I'm so sick of it, and it makes me so mad because there's people who's girl, I'm getting emotional, but it's people like this who see this type of stuff, the youth who see this type of stuff, and they start acting like this. And and if they're not acting like this, people in their school, people in their life think this is how trans people act, and this is why their parents don't accept them. This is why people don't even see them as human beings. These trans people are human beings, and I'm so sick of these type of trans women making a mockery out of us and saying all this type of heinous stuff. It makes me so mad. It makes me so mad. We need real representation, and I've had enough. When we go into the next year, I'm leaving all these people behind, and I'm not talking about them unless, girl, it's going to be monetary game, no tea, no shade, but I've had enough. I want to sit over here and put trans people in the right light, and I want my dogs, you people need to get up and record YouTube videos. I'm sick of y'all sitting over here watching me and saying you inspire me. I inspire you to get up and go make a video. I don't care if it's ghetto. I don't care if your quality is trash. I need something to watch. I need something to watch, girl. TikTok's about to get banned, girl. I need something to watch. Y'all have personalities. My sisters, y'all have personalities. Y'all need to get up and record, girl. We need to be a real community. This is the problem with the trans community now. We're not a community. We're going years and years back, and nobody's sitting over here loving each other. We're always divided. Is this versus that? Is this person versus that person? Why are we not a community? It's always this versus that, and I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. Y'all need to get up, pick up the phone, pick up the mic, pick up the camera, and talk, girl. Talk about your real life issues. Talk about the stuff that you're going through. I say this a lot. If you feel like, you know, we're not getting put in the right light, you could be the person to sit over here and educate people around you. You could be the people to educate the world. It takes one video to go viral of you sitting over here saying this and that, and it might get put in the right light, and we might finally get the right representation that we need. I haven't had a real trans inspiration in a while. Like, ever since I was yay high, yay low, you know, I haven't been influenced by any of them people, because a lot of these people make me disgusted with being trans sometimes, because they're just doing foolish stuff, and a lot of people think this is how I act. I don't act like that. I act like me. I'm black and I'm trans. A lot of people got to understand I am very different from a trans woman, because, girl, I had to move a certain way to even be accepted or socially accepted. So if I was to ever get on camera and do the thing that they're doing, girl, oh my God. Girl, somebody call the laws. Girl, oh my God, somebody call the laws. All I'm gonna say is, girl, y'all need to sit over here and wake it up, girl. Y'all need to realize this is all delusion, girl. Some of these people really need help and need to go to therapists. And for Dylan Mulvaney, I understand Dylan Mulvaney. I think Dylan made an apology video. I really don't know. But, like, girl, I don't know. Dylan's cool. Dylan is the only exception, and Allie is the only exception, because, girl, no tea, no shade. You know, they really are very not problematic now. In today's time, they're not problematic, but there's trans women that are very problematic, and they're getting left behind. But I love you guys. Stream Nicki Minaj. I'm going to talk to you guys later. Bada bing, bada boom. I just wanted to make this video, girl. I am starving, girl. My stomach is growling. Uh-oh, jail time. But I'm going to talk to you guys later. Bye, loves.